All right, in the next couple minutes, I'm going to talk about an exciting subject, crowdfunding. Specifically, should my nonprofit do a crowdfunding campaign? And I am going to give you just real talk. So I'm going to be pretty frank and pretty bold with you about why or why not, and you can decide for yourself. Well, first, let's talk about what is crowdfunding and what it is not. Crowdfunding, Google says, is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising small amounts of money from a large number of people, typically from the internet. So that kind of sounds just like regular fundraising, except you happen to have a page on the internet that has a donation corridor and payment processing set up through your bank account where people can go to and donate. Kind of sounds like a website. And it kind of is, but because it's been labeled crowdfunding, what happens on those types of sites is people can see how much has been raised, and they can also share this information out to their friends very, very easily. Okay, so it's really nothing more than that. Crowdfunding itself is not a mechanism to get a lot of donations. In fact, there's a lot of work that has to be done. So in general, I will say most crowdfunding campaigns do not work, especially for nonprofits. Why? Well, if you expect to see big dollars come in from a crowdfunding campaign, it actually requires a huge coordinated effort, a huge coordinated campaign. So just because crowdfunding campaigns are hosted online does not mean that they're viral in nature, does not mean that they're going to go far and wide and spread to millions of people by themselves. It actually takes a lot of work. So if you want to do a crowdfunding campaign, you're going to need to fire on all marketing and communication cylinders. So this includes a lot of things. Let me explain. Having your website in order, search engine optimization, done. Featuring the campaign on your website and having analytics tracking set up on your website, knowing what you're looking for to track. You also need to get that PR machine going. You want regional and national features about your campaign out there, newspapers, blogs, etc. You want to have online ads up and running. This could be social media ads or pay-per-click type of ads. You want to get your ambassador groups activated. So they could be hitting the pavement or even the phones or speaking at events about the crowdfunding campaign. You want to be hitting your own email list several times and providing them with content to share with others online. And you also have to activate your board members and everyone in your organization for a full court press to talk about the campaign, solicit donors, and share online. You also need to have and implement a social media strategy, and you need to hold a physical event for the campaign to sort of kick things off or to invigorate it at some point. So firing on all of these cylinders to do a crowdfunding campaign is a huge time commitment for any organization, and there's no guarantee it will actually catch fire. Really, that depends on the story that you're trying to tell about the cause that people are giving to. Your cause might not get the buzz and love you feel it deserves, and the campaign could be dead in the water easily. Most crowdfunding campaigns fail. They experience this dead in the water concept. I think this is because most aren't operating on all cylinders like we just talked about. They're putting up a crowdfunding website page and thinking that it will sort of go by itself. So historically, crowdfunding as a fundraising initiative has a high failure rate, meaning it doesn't raise as much money as you might hope, and it typically is time consuming. Now you might ask about the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. This is an anomaly. It was a marketing stunt that went exceptionally well, and to replicate it would be nearly impossible. So know that that's an anomaly and it's not the regular and the norm. Hopefully, based on this real talk I've given you, you can tell if a crowdfunding campaign is something you want to pursue at your organization. If you want to do more research on crowdfunding, in the link below, I'm actually going to shoot you some details for Devin Thorpe. He's a resident expert and author about crowdfunding. You can find his book on Amazon. Like this video, there's more at donorswell.com/services/video. Go there now for quick, informative videos and on-demand full webinars.